What is up, everybody? John here. I know it's been a couple weeks since I have uploaded a video. I apologize for that. I had stuff going on with work and personal stuff, so I do apologize. But just want to dive in real quick. I do occasionally read. I like reading. Lord of the Rings, J.R. Tolkien, anything by him, like, by far my favorite author. George R.R. Martin's also a favorite, but he's taking too freaking long for the next book, so every day I'm losing more and more faith in him. But J.R.R. Tolkien, Lord of the Rings trilogy, Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King. Can't forget The Hobbit and Silmarillion. But I love those books. Like, I don't know, they're just great. But I got to thinking last night about, and I don't even know why, how to relate what was going on in the Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers, and Return of the King to customer service. If you don't know, my profession, the field I'm in, is customer service. But I got thinking about it, and this is what I came up with. Gandalf is the manager, executive, whatever. Frodo is the executive assistant. Gandalf is having problems with the company, Sauron, and Mordor, whatever, Mount Doom, excuse me. And so he gives Frodo the ring. Let's call it the product that needs returned. Gives it to Frodo. Frodo gets the help from Sam, which Gandalf kind of forced it on him, on Sam to help, because Frodo and Sam, like, they're tight office buddies and all that. So, like, they're inseparable. They're always getting in trouble together anyway. You know, they don't show up to, if one of them's not at work, the other one's not at work either. That type of thing. So they get tasked with going across I want to say the Seven Kingdoms. That's freaking Game of Thrones. They get tasked with, basically crossing the freaking world to get that ring to Mordor, to Mount Doom. So along the way, every not really city, but every location that they went through, that just represents another wall in the line of communication to get to the corporate office, which is Sauron and Mount Doom. Like, that's corporate office. So every location that they went through was that represents a level of or represents another office, another branch of, the corporate tree that they have to go through. So they go through that. Along the way, yeah, they get selected, or they don't get selected, but they get Legolas and Aragorn and Gimli and Boromir. All of them join the party. Those people represent other disgruntled employees working for a manager or executive that also wants the same resolution. Now, Boromir, he's kind of a he likes to kiss butt, so he'll play both sides. That's just basically how it goes down with him. So they go through this adventure. They got the ring, which is the product that needs returned, that Gandalf wants returned, because he's tried to return it, tried making phone calls, and been a lot of email correspondence, but nothing's happened yet. So he's trying to push it to the further level to, the CEO of the company that produced said product. And got Frodo and Sam to do it, because let's just face it, that's just how, the corporate structure, or the management structure works. There's always a chain of command somewhere. So he enlists their help. They cross through all these locations. They all represent a different line of the struggle of trying to get an issue resolved when trying to return a product. Now, whenever Gandalf helps at what is it, Minas Tirith, that's just another company that he owns, and so he's got uh, Minas Tirith, whatever that, he owns it. He goes back to check on it, and then he's got that line of people, corporate executives and assistants and all that, trying to take the stuff that he owns because he raised such a fuss on returning this one product that was defective. And so goes through that, all that. Of course, Aragorn, Legolas, all of them end up helping. Helm's Deep, all that good stuff. And then finally, whenever Frodo and Sam make it to Mount Doom, and they're confronted by Gollum. Gollum represents the not necessarily an enforcer for Sauron, but more like a he's basically like Sauron's assistant that's been waiting on a promotion forever, and he takes this chance of biting Frodo's finger off in hopes of getting a promotion, but it doesn't happen anyway because he kind of melts and all that stuff and whatever with the ring, by the way. And so they throw the ring, in the fires of Mount Doom. The ring is destroyed. Sauron loses his job because, come to find out, when IRS was doing audits and all that, they've been doctoring paperwork, and it was like an Enron situation. So that's just kind of how everything went with that. So, I mean, if you want a real in-depth look of what the Lord of the Rings was really about, that is what it was about. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I'm going to take a break. I have another video recorded and uploaded here in probably the next hour and a half. Appreciate it.